Hi, I'm Dr. Walter Matuszek, and I'm here to briefly talk to you about a very simple idea that will have a profound impact on your life and your emotional functioning. That is, that it's easier to change yourself than to change another human being. In rational emotive behavior therapy, we teach that people are fallible humans who have agency, and most of the problems that people bring to my attention and request help for involve other people, or what I call people-to-people problems. Yes, people sometimes come in with phobias and they come in with other sorts of personal problems that are more or less limited to themselves, but more often than not, I'd say almost 90% of the problems that I talk to people about have to do with getting themselves upset about what another person may be doing to them or may not be doing. And thereby people are very often quick to try to change the other person and attribute their emotional upset to the behavior of another person rather than doing what's obvious, which is first making themselves putting themselves in a healthy state of mind so that they have a healthy response to the dislikable behavior they may encounter in a family member, a co-worker, a neighbor. And so this idea that your first step should be working on having a healthy emotional response is a profound idea. First change you, and then you could take steps to creatively influence another person. Just don't take too much stock in influencing other people, because they're really hard to influence. People have free will and they're going to do what they want more often than not what you want. And therefore it's good for you to have a flexible attitude and try to keep yourself in a state of mind that allows you to have a healthy reaction to their dislikable behavior. So try statements like these. I want people to treat me nicely and do the thing that I think is better, but they don't have to. And when they don't do what I want them to do, I will try to ask them to meet me halfway, or maybe even further than that. Or I may try to incentivize them with rewards and punishments, but recognize that I have no guarantee that these will be successful in the short run or in the long run. They often can be successful if you have the right incentives, but more often than not, they can let you down, because finding what will influence people can be quite difficult sometimes. So have the healthy attitude that although it may be hard to tolerate behavior in others that you don't like, it's not unbearable, and that you can stand the discomfort of working inside out and trying to first have a healthy response through flexible and non-extreme thinking, and then as a second step work on trying to influencing the other individual. Finally, I would suggest that you strongly focus your attention on what they do and avoid what I like to call mythology. People, when they misbehave, are not evil people or bad people. What they are fallible humans acting badly. And those same fallible humans will sometimes act well, but stick to the facts. Talk to yourself about what people are doing, not what they quote unquote are. Stick with the facts. Describe them as fallible humans rather than condemning them in your head and angering yourself about that. I would encourage you to attend my weekly demonstrations at 9 a.m. Eastern on Saturdays. They're on Zoom. They're free to attend. And each week, you'll see me talk about these flexible and non-extreme attitudes, this stance that allows you first to have a healthy reaction within yourself when you encounter adversity, whether that adversity is something that's created by others or created by the gods, where they put some sort of problem in your lap. It's at 9 a.m. Eastern every Saturday. It's on Zoom, and watching it will help you learn the powerful ideas of rational emotive behavior therapy so that you can begin to implement them and tolerate the world as it is, and then work to change what you can change. You can write to me at REBT Doctor, DOCTOR @gmail.com. If you don't have the link, you could request it there, and I'll be happy to send it to you. So remember, first work on you, because more often than not, people will do what they want and not what you want, and it's always easier to change you and influence yourself than to change or influence another person.